Hey guys, Camera 7001 here, and in this video I kinda wanted to give you my pros and my cons of having a glass desk, because there are actually, in my opinion, more cons than pros of having one. So I guess I'll start out with the cons. Well, the first con is that you can see literally every speck, you can see just about every speck of like hair or dust or just like dirt. You can see every speck of it. If you were to have a wooden desk, it would be much more indistinguishable. My second con is that scratches will be more visible, easier to see than having a wooden desk. Now, I haven't gotten any scratches on this one, but if I were to get one, it would probably be really easy to find one. Thankfully, I don't see any. Now, this is my biggest gripe. Fingerprints. Oh my god, fingerprints. Literally any fingerprint, you can see it. Like, if you just put your hand here, you can see that. Oh my god. Pretty much the worst thing about glass desks are fingerprints. Also, dust is extremely annoying as well. There's always tons of dust here, and sorry about the shakiness. I can see literally every speck of dust. One of the worst things about glass desks, you can see any speck of dust. And obviously it can break easier than a wooden desk and can get scratches. It can scratch more easier, as I said. Also, it can crack, which will bring the aesthetics down. It's just not as durable as a wooden desk would be. Now, this one's more of my opinion. It's harder to replace replace a part of a glass desk. If you had a wooden desk and maybe like the leg or something broke, you could just either get a screw and drill it into one part of the wood and then to the next part of the wood to make it stay kind of clamped together. But with this, you'll probably have to either get a whole new desk if like one of the legs were to break, or weld it together, which will be very annoying. So yeah, it's just much harder to replace parts of it. Another one is it's harder to hide cables, just because if you were to put cables under like the desk, you could obviously, it's see-through, so you can see the cables. So it might not look as good for aesthetics, because you'll be able to see every single cable. And you can't really cable manage, at least for this. Actually, let me just tell you something first. Most of this is just from like the desk that I have. It might not apply to the desk you have or the desk you want to get. It's just mostly for mine. So back to what I was saying. You cannot do much cable management. Like if you were to have a wood desk, you could get a Dremel and kind of just put a hole in it so you can cable manage better and put the cables through the hole. But with this, obviously, you can't do that. And you can't really like drill anything into it. Like if you were to drill like a clamp onto it and stuff like that, you can't do that, obviously. So here are my pros. Unfortunately, there are more cons than pros to me. Like, these are the only ones that I could think of. Mostly you would get a glass desk just for aesthetics, because it looks stunning and it looks ridiculously awesome. Probably the biggest reason why you would want one. Oh, and also it's easier to take apart. Like if you were to have a wooden desk, you would have to take the legs off, and it would just probably be way more annoying. Much easier to take apart. It only took an hour to build. It probably will take, what, 20 minutes to take apart? Maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes to take apart. The pros outweigh the cons, just in my opinion. You just have to mostly be careful and not crack it or break it. I think the pros outweigh the cons, because it just looks so nice. Just compare this to like a wooden desk, and you can see that this looks way nicer than like a wooden desk. There are wooden desks, like white wooden desks, that look really nice, but this one, in my opinion, looks so awesome. That's my video, and bye.